Hi, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm pretty sure, like me, most of you have not had that coffee. So I'm going to keep this light and short. So good morning, colleagues, delegates, and members of the press. Welcome and thank you for joining us today at SB64. We are almost at the end of week one, and the momentum we have built in these four walls are beyond impeccable. I'm Shraddha Nair, representing Women in Renewable Energy, or WiRE, leading the UK chapter with Dr. Dola Olatuye, who couldn't be here with us today. Our topic today is powering the energy transition through gender-responsive climate action. We hope to convey our message today by demonstrating the work that we have done as a strong group of women and men across the globe at WiRE. And also, a big announcement, a sweet treat towards the end of our community members today who will be tuning in, and those of you who are present here today. Before I jump into it, I would like to take a minute to do a statistical stocktake of where we are from the previous year. The data tells a story of battle half won. If we look back to 2013, when IRENA first began tracking gender dynamics, women made up to just 21% of renewable energy workforce. Over the next few years, we saw a very promising rise, and by 2019, that number climbed to 32%. We felt the momentum and we thought that the tide was turning. But according to IRENA's landmark second edition of the Gender Perspective Report, that number has officially plateaued. Today, women still account for only 32% of the global clean energy workforce. Think about that. The industry has added millions of jobs globally since 2019. Yet the share of those jobs have gone to women hasn't budged a single percentage point. And when you pull back the layers, the structural barriers become even more glaring in your face. Women hold about 45% of administrative roles, but that presentation plummets to just 28% in STEM positions and drops to a staggering 19% in leadership position. This is no longer a pipeline problem. It is a stagnation problem. The clean energy transition is scaling at a historic pace, but gender equity is still standing completely still. We cannot build a sustainable future on stagnant equity. This is exactly where WiRE comes in. Our mission has always been simple and disruptive: the advancement of women and underrepresented groups in clean energy sector. This is to create and support projects and initiatives that focus on climate action while raising the quality of life. WiRE bridges the gap between high-level climate policy debated in rooms like these and the boots-on-ground reality in communities worldwide. We do this by providing three core pillars: visibility for women experts who are often too talked over, raw networking power that connects grassroots innovators with global capital, and the rigorous capacity building that turns raw passion into executive leadership. Because true sustainability is a collective effort, it requires a level playing field, one where there is no room for unconscious bias and where decision makers are entirely gender agnostic. That applies to every level of our industry, whether we are designing local microgrids or directing capital flows at the UN level. Over the last several years, we have watched this blueprint spark a global movement. We have seen what happens when you give local leaders the platform to drive their own transitions. And today, we are incredibly proud to show you exactly what that looks like in action, as we look at the incredible milestones of our most active global chapters. Starting off with WiRE chapter Nairobi, Kenya, where our chapter leads Akini Chemutai and Liz Mubari are actively driving the narrative around East Africa's decentralized renewable energy boom, ensuring women entrepreneurs are central to the green transition. Moving west across the Atlantic in Canada, Our roots run deep and diverse from Nova Scotia, Halifax, where our chapter navigates the unique coastal energy transition opportunities and innovation, an Indigenous-led clean energy partnership. In Ontario, home to our original Toronto chapter, where WiRE started in 2013, our team continues to build massive professional networks in Canada's economic heartland. While in Quebec, Montreal, our bilingual chapter is fostering deep connections across hydropower innovation and research. These chapters aren't just a group of women sitting around in a room and meeting. They are moving quietly, swiftly, shifting policies, corporate cultures, and creating tangible economic pathways at grassroots level for women. With impactful partners and sponsors, WiRE is able to continue to move the dial and support the professional development of women in the energy sector around the world, from energy operators, lawyers, engineers, and beyond. We have established regional technical networks like the Patna Initiative, PATNA, which already aggregates pan-African expertise around maritime decarbonization and energy pathways. Platforms like Patna are exactly the kind of evidence-driven cohorts that can ensure African-centered climate realities are directly, structurally translated into UN-level policy. For those who are visiting London during the London Climate Action Week, here is a little bit of a treat. WiRE has officially partnered with London Clean Energy Forum for their launch event on 24th and 25th of June at the UK Parliament and the Commonwealth, covering key energy segments on energy security, decarbonization, finance, workforce equity, grid integration, and cross-sector collaboration. You can visit their website to know more. That's London Clean Energy Forum, or you can talk to me after this press conference. Moving on. The demand for equity in energy is global, and our footprint is expanding faster than ever. We are thrilled to celebrate our newest European anchor in Vienna, Austria. As a major global hub for international energy policy, Vienna is the perfect launchpad for our expanding European operations. And we are just getting started. Over the coming years, WiRE will be officially launching upcoming chapters in Japan, unlocking leadership pathways in a rapidly evolving Asian market, in Greece, capturing the momentum of the Mediterranean's solar and wind surge, in India, embedding our mission into one of the largest and the most critical renewable energy expansions on Earth, and Germany, anchoring our presence in the heart of Europe's energy transition. To the media in this room, watch these spaces. These chapters will be the engines of local talent development. This brings us to why we are here at SB64 today. The sweet treat I was talking about. Scale requires strategy, and local action requires a global framework. Today, WiRE is incredibly proud to share a vision of the future with the development of our newest and the most ambitious initiative, the Global Coalition for Social and Sustainable Development. We are officially launching in 2027 and incubated under the sponsorship of WiRE. This worldwide coalition is designed to capture the incredible strides made by both for-profit and non-profit organizations, translating their contributions into verified, policy-ready insights for the United Nations. Driven by a unique 3-tier membership model and a robust 5-step data integrity loop, the GCSSD maps field-level outcomes directly to the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the Doha Programme of Action, and the data collection mandates of the newly adopted Belém Gender Action Plan. We are building a pipeline that ensures local grassroots efforts and corporate sustainability milestones are formally recognized by global leaders. Rooted in equity, all membership funds will directly support development within the UN-designated least developed countries actively working to foster a level playing field where clean water, quality education, and peace are all accessible to everyone. Through this coalition, we are bringing together governments, private sector giants, and grassroots leaders to ensure that clean energy projects are evaluated not just by the megawatts that they produce, but the social and sustainable development initiatives they catalyze. We are shifting the metrics of success from pure infrastructure to human impact, which is funny because the metrics created by humans to measure success quite often overlook their own efforts. Funds raised from this initiative will go directly to supporting projects in underdeveloped countries. We invite delegates, parties, and organizations present at SB64 to join us in this coalition by reaching out to us at GCSSD at womeninrenewableenergy.ca. If you did not manage to capture that, you can always talk to me after this press conference. WiRE is seeking to continue to build and make an impact. We encourage you to visit our website, Women in Renewable Energy, to learn more about our incredible sponsors, partners, and volunteers. You can visit our website to learn more about how you can join our community. So, let's build a future where clean energy powers equitable societies. Or should I say, equitable societies build clean power. Thank you. I'm open to any questions now. I think people need their coffee for questions.
Thank you. I remember that you mentioned something about data feeding directly into the UNFCCC processes. Can you talk a bit more about that and how WiRE is helping?
Absolutely. Through our latest launch event that has happened just now for the Global Council of Social and Sustainable Development, it took me a minute to remember that, guys. We are trying to make sure that we have an entire framework ready by next year before the launch, where we collect data from our existing chapters, which is global, by the way. We have got chapters across Latin America, Africa, Asia, Europe, and North America. So because of our existing framework, it's easy for us to collect data from a grassroots level, and that will feed into directly into the UN, any form of spaces. We are doing a little bit of a backtrack work in the sense that we go and first look at all of the UN SDGs, what are the KPIs, what are the targets and metrics that they use, and doing a little bit of a reverse engineering to see, okay, so these are the targets and metrics required under the BELEM Gender Action Plan. And then we are doing reverse engineering to figure out how can we bridge that gap between what is required on their end and how can we feed in the data we are getting at a chapter level or at a national or regional level. Thank you for the question. Okay. Cool. I think that's it. If anyone wants to join WiRE or talk to me afterwards, I'll be here. Thank you everyone for coming.